Here we have come upon one of Marx's most formidable contributions to the development of Western civilization. It is nothing less than the claim that all existing ideas in all the areas of human thought are distortions, falsifications of the truth. They reflect not reality as it actually is in the particular society, but rather as it appears from the viewpoint of the dominating and oppressive class within the economic mode of production. The characteristic thought and values of culture in any society are totally conditioned by the class struggle, and they represent not the thought and values of all classes in society, but only the thought and values which serve the interests of the master class, the exploiting class, which owns and controls the materials and the means of production. In Marx's words, the ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. This Marxian conception of all of human culture, religion, philosophy, law, political thought, morality, art, as falsifying and distorting the truth about social reality in the interest of a particular social class, this is Marx's famous and tremendously influential concept of ideology. Marx's concept of ideology may be defined as a system of ideas which are determined by class conflict and which reflect and promote the interests of the dominant class. All the claims to truth which philosophies, religions, political theories, moral systems have made in history are branded by Marx as ideologies. Throughout the historical ages in which there has been a division of labor and class conflict, the dominant beliefs within culture have served to protect the dominant class. Class conflict for economic control historically takes the form of a struggle to control men's thoughts so that they will believe and accept the authority of the ruling class. Marx exposes the history of human culture as a history of ideology, of powerfully effective religions and philosophies which have presented themselves as universal and eternal truths for all mankind, while actually representing class interests. So, for example, the rising class of the bourgeoisie in the French Revolution called for freedom and equality, which appeared to be for the benefit of mankind, but in fact served primarily to give the bourgeoisie the political power which they lacked. So also Christianity is exposed by Marx as an ideology. It supports the ruling class by sanctifying its government as ruling by divine authority, and it keeps the poor from rebelling against society and the existing economic foundation by consoling them for their sorry lot on this earth by promising them rewards to come in heaven. All the principal ideas and values of history can be shown, according to Marx, to be rooted in class interests and to have functioned to keep the truth of the exploitative injustice and the dehumanizing aspects of civil society from being recognized by the exploited class. Marx's concept of ideology soon entered into the mainstream of 20th century thought and produced a new way of looking at any theory by asking the question, what class interests does this theory represent? How is it distorting, twisting, misrepresenting reality in order to defend, protect, promote the interests of some identifiable social group? As one contemporary philosopher has said, since Marx developed the concept of ideology, theory has never recovered from this ideological way of looking at it, this suspicion that all philosophizing, all theorizing is less pure, less universal, less detached, less true than it presents itself as being. The Marxian ideological way of looking at theory, at all elements of culture, has pervaded 20th century intellectual life. Today, all theory, all elements of culture are regarded as bound to the interests of some social group. For example, when you are solicited to subscribe to a magazine, do you not immediately think, what social class viewpoint does this magazine represent?